when the Caldor fire started and it was kind of trapped under that inversion layer of the Dixie fire smoke, the Forest Service or Cal Fire could not get visibility and bring planes in to know where to drop, to make drops. In the late afternoon, they were able to get some helicopter water drops on it. But by that time it had traveled a ways north. And again, it just was in areas that were not easily accessible. The small rural community. All total, we have probably about 230 students in the entire district.
We have about 57% of our students are considered to be economically disadvantaged, but we are a very high achieving, performing school system in the state of Louisiana. We have been impacted recently from, the impacts of Hurricane Ida, which was pretty significant when you consider, from COVID challenges to, a major hurricane that sat in our parish for about 6 hours, literally the eye wall of the hurricane itself. So all of our sites received some type of damage, and we've been on the road to recovery. We're back up operational, but there are some longer term repairs that still need to be done.
We are located in northeast New Jersey. It's a small town. It's a 2-mile wide town. And then we have one middle/high school combined building, which is a 6 through 12. The Tennekill River is along one side of the building. So if we get through Hurricane Sandy and we get through Hurricane Floyd and there's no damage to the building, why on earth would Tropical Storm Ida, which had even been downgraded from a hurricane by the time it hit us, why would we be concerned about that?
Everything inside burned. Just all the resources and everything that burned inside that were stored there.
Everything was destroyed. Desks, chairs, bookshelves, technology, everything. Students can be in the building without heat or air, provided that it's between 65 to 75 degrees in New Jersey. But the question is, could we get them back in the building in the winter? And that was my focus for the first couple months. We were able to contract with St. Therese and the Archdiocese to use that building. But the problem is, as I said, we have 1,000 students rotating across 7 grades. So what happened is by mid-November, again, we had to get the building approved. We had to get the building fire inspected because it had been closed. We were able to start rotating students in every 4 days. So now we don't have bus routes. We don't have buses to take these children. So now we're talking about transporting 1,000 students, or what ended up being 600 because some parents drive, to another location. So we have to get buses. We have to get bus routes. They're not available.
This was the most catastrophic event to ever come through St. Charles Parish and certainly our school system. 140-mile-an-hour winds were on us for about anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. The water intrusion from the top down, we also had some of our buildings that were inundated with water from the ground up, which causes, another set of barriers. Although we received quite a bit of damage, we're repairing our buildings to be stronger moving forward. And any new additions or new buildings that we construct will, of course, have those higher rated building codes that we're building under.
No matter how outrageous the scenario, have a plan for it.
There needs to be an emergency, some sort of law, something that says, somebody comes out and assesses the severity of the damage and then allows for a temporary amount of money to be used in an emergency fashion.
I think most importantly, what really helped us was the securing of emergency contracts prior to, so that you can recover in a relatively quick way. Our plan, going into the future is to start a yearly inventory process where all items of every building, of every room are inventoried once a year. Look, we're very proud of where we've come and pulled together as a St. Charles Parish Public School community.